Shovel, it's me, Sudden Skye, and we are playing Shovel Knight for the Wii U, and we're going to be going to Pridemore, the lair of King Knight. In part 1, I said that we're going to be taking, well, I probably didn't say that, but we're going to be taking on different types of knights, much like the Robot Masters of Mega Man. But all of them are not available to us from the start. There are only certain knights that are available to us. The first two being King Knight and the other being Spectre Knight. But I think I prefer taking on King Knight first because, first of all, he's the king. Why would you go to a Spectre first? And second of all, I think Shovel Knight and King Knight have a good chemistry together. You know, if you got chemistry as good as those two, I think it'd be more, I don't know. You know, it's just my preference, okay? This I do believe this was the stage that was played back when Shovel Knight was just a Kickstarter. The developers of Shovel Knight gave certain YouTubers demos of the game, which I think only had this. YouTubers such as, like, I don't know, I think it was Two Best Friends Play and the Game Grumps and other such famous ones. Not me, sadly. But I got the game now, so that's all that matters. And what you just saw me break there was a checkpoint. You'll be seeing a number of those throughout these stages when we go through them. But if you break the checkpoint, it no longer works as a checkpoint. So if you die, you don't start at the checkpoint. And I just broke it for the dash that came out of it, because I needs me some money. I want to buy me some things. But you run a risk of breaking that checkpoint. The main one being that you can't use it as a checkpoint anymore. But I feel, you know, I feel like I'm like a decent player at this game. You know, I've beaten the game at least once. I didn't beat New Game Plus mode yet. And if you don't know what that is, that's basically the hard mode of the game, which you unlock after you beat the game. But you know, I feel like I could do it. Okay, so you don't want to get that mud poured on you. That hurts you. And what this game has is something that a lot of us hate. Hated back when we played the 8-bit games. But I'll get back into that later. This is a blue chest. And in each of these blue chests, this guy will be in there, who will sell us an item, which he found in the treasure chest. And he will give it to us, and we can use it if we want. We don't have to use these items throughout the game, mind you. We actually, I don't think it's ever necessary to complete the game. What we just got there is the fire rod. To use the fire rod, you hold up on the D-pad, and then you press Y, basically your regular shovel attack, and you will use the fire rod, and or any item that you want to use, and it will, for in the fire rod's case, you just shoot a circle of fire, a projectile, if you will, but it takes up some mana. That mana being the blue number next to that bottle on the top of the screen. And right now I'm starting with only 30 mana. And you can increase that back in with the village lady next to the gastronomer. But I just find it funny that, no, that guy found the item in the treasure chest that we found, and he sells it to us. Like, basically a middleman. We need to cut out the middleman. Didn't have to be there. And I just feel bad for these poor rats attached to these propellers. They didn't ask to be fighting in this war. They're just there. They're rats. They want to be free. Yellow, discolored rats. And I think to get to some of these areas, you'll be asked to, or you won't be asked. You'll need to jump over the top of the screen to reach them. And I kind of find that hilarious because I can't really think of many games that would need for you to actually jump over the screen to get into an area. Unless you like, other than DuckTales, which I don't know. I guess that's the game that this game got the idea from. In fact, I think a lot of ideas came from DuckTales. Come to think of it, I think. I don't know though. Mind you, I don't think at any time of playing this game did I think, man, I wish I was playing this game. Like, this game takes the tropes of 8-bit games and like it combines like the best parts of them and makes it good. You know, that's what I like about this game. And it even though like it takes the aspects of the other 8-bit games, it never really, I don't know, never really, it just makes them right. Like, this game doesn't ride on the fact that it's nostalgic. It's its own good thing. But that mighty duck that I was fighting just a second ago, he will have a sword and a shield, a lot like the Hammer, the Cotton Eye Joe enemy, in the Mega Man games, and you have to wait for an opening from him, basically. Like, you need to feel out the fight. Like, he'll pace. Well, he won't pace. He'll like walk back and forth in place for a while if you're like close enough for him to do that. And then I lost that music note. I tried to get fancy with the items, but sadly that failed. But he'll walk back and forth in his place to get ready for his attack. And once he goes for the parry, you could jump and then death stab him to infinity, but not quite to infinity. Occasionally he'll raise his shield up above his head, so he'll stop your attack. And you could use that moment to go to the side of him and use the average shovel attack. And then you'll see even harder variations of that Mighty Duck enemy. But this is a Trowel. He'll ask you not to eat him. In exchange, he'll fill one of your chalices with a thing. And this one, you can become invincible for 10 seconds. Thank you, Trowel. Maybe I'll not eat fish more often. But here, you want to down stab onto the books, or the one book that you can down stab, and it will make those book platforms appear, and only for a while though. They will disappear after a while, so you want to move quick, you want to move fast, you want to make sure you don't die. King Knight stage is actually a fairly simple stage, a very beginner's type stage. I just love this Griffin enemy. He's so, I don't know, there's something about him that he's like, I'm prideful. You can't hurt me. Ah, I'm dead. But this is King Knight. He calls me a knave. How dare you? He isn't even a real king. You're mistaken. The enchantress saw me for a very regal person. But you're still just a knight. I'm like, what kind what kind of person do you have to be a knight, but like call yourself like a king knight? Like, are you a knight only for kings? But yes, I just love the chemistry between these two. But he is also an extremely easy boss fight. A lot like a Black Knight. I like to just shovel bounce on him. And King Knight strategy, he jumps around a lot.